How are you doing today? Okay, so I plan to make this YouTube tutorial, right, for me to teach you how you can customize your your trading view account, right? How you can really customize it, right? Many of you have actually asked me how do I do, right? Although those particular lists that I have, just for example, if I have this particular line here now, and you can actually click on this three dotted line, it's called templates. If I click on it now, I have some options here that you can actually select this to be. Now, many of you have actually asked me that how do I really do that? Especially, let's say I really want to mark the market structure. For example, higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low, lower low, and lower high, things like that. So basically, I just have to click on this but the text icon here, then click on the template, right? This particular template icon here too. Then just click on higher high. Then I'll just place it here. These are my higher high. Then I can as well click on it again, or just click on the this particular tool here. Stay in drawing mode. If I click on this stay in drawing mode, right, I can as well click on this and click on my higher low, then place it here. Automatically it will be there. Then I can as well um, put my other line here. Also, I can use it as higher high again, right? As you can see that. So this is how you can customize your chart, I mean your trading view chart, so that it will become easy, to be very easy for you to really access that, and also to uh, for easy access to all the material and all the tools that TradingView has really provided for you. All right, so the first one I'm really going to talk about is going to be let me quickly clear this out. For example, these are the tools that I actually use most of the times when I'm trading, right? This is a like a line, horizontal array. This is a rectangle. This is a brush. This is a Fibonacci retracement tool. I don't really use this. I don't really use it. And we have a part here, and I use this mostly when I'm doing YouTube video, just for educational purposes, for me to really explain what I'm doing. Then this is short position tool. Then we have the eclipse. Then we have the long position tool. Then we have the trend line, then we have the text, then so we have the curve, then we have the arrow. So these are the tools that I use most of the times, but the one that you guys are actually interested in, it will be this particular one. Now you can actually see this particular line. Now if I click on my, now look at the left hand side, topmost part of the left hand side. Now if I click on the template here, this particular icon, this three dotted stuff here, if I click on it here, now you can see I already have some informations I've already saved on here. So I can change this. It's going to change to maybe my liquidity zone. Then I can also click on this and it's going to turn to my external structure and things like that. So this just a simple way that you can really customize this thing. Now, for example, let's say you get a line like this, right? Let's say, for example, you are looking at um, this particular line and you draw it. Depending on whatever thing you know you can really make use of on a daily basis on in your trading, right? Then after you have actually marked this, you can see it's actually showing that it has been highlighted. So you can go to settings here. As you can see, this particular settings button icon here, just click on it, and when you get there, now you can type whatever name you really want to name that. Now let me drag this to the left hand side so that we can be seeing everything showing here. Okay, let's call this what can we call this? Liquidity pool, or sell side liquidity. Let's say sell side liquidity. I just want to give it a name, sell side liquidity. So that's actually the name I want to give to this sell side liquidity. As you can see, is already written boldly in there. I mean, written in that particular zone. You can use capital letter or true, depending on whatever thing you really want. And at the same time, you can change the font. So you can change the font to 16 to whatever number of your choice, just like what you have here, 10, let's put it as 12, right? Just like what you see there. Then you can also bold in it, or you can put it in italics. So whatever thing you really want, then you can actually use it in that manner. Then at the same time, look at this text alignment. Now I can decide to put it on the top, as you can see. I can also decide to put it on the middle. I can decide to put it at the bottom. Then at the same time, this particular one, we have left is going to be shifted to the left side. Then we have right, it's going to shift to the right side. Then we have center. So depending on whatever thing you really want, then after you must have actually customized everything, maybe to the style, whatever thing you really want it to be, extend to the left hand side. You can see it was shifted to the left hand side or you can uncheck that and also click on extend to the right hand side. You can see it has extended to that particular place. Then you can also shift on middle point. It's going to show you the middle point of this particular line here. So whatever thing you really want to customize here, just give it just try to put it based on your own taste and based on your own settings. Then we have the text, which is really what I've actually showed you earlier. Then we have the coordinate, whatever number you really want it to be. Both this particular one is going to be called the first aspect. This is actually the number one. The number two is going to be this, so you can actually put it on a straight line based on what we have here. Right, so let's say this is going to be 89,773. Let's just put it like that. So in this particular stuff, now we have visibility. Can you see that actually changes to a straight line? So I can basically do it like that. Visibility. So this actually means that do I want this particular line to be shown on a second time frame, on a minute time frame, whatever time frame I want it to be shown. So I can actually just check it out just so that it can actually reflect in there. So after clicking on that, so I can now go back to template. As you can see, template, then you see save as. Can you see that? Save as. Don't click on apply default. No. Right. You can click on save as. So with that, I actually click on this. That's why I've actually saved all this particular one that you can see on my chart. So let's click on save as. Then you can give it a name that you really want, that you can easily access at any time. So let's call this sell side liquidity, SSL. So let's call this there, then actually click on save. As you can see it like that, we already click on save. Now, let me delete this line. Can you see I've already deleted that line? So let me draw another line there. Can you see that it doesn't have all those information? Now, provided this is actually this particular line is really plain, right? And this is really the information that you also want to use it as. Let's say we want to put it here. Let's look for another sell side liquidity that we can actually use it as. This particular zone, let's say these are sell side liquidity. As you can actually see this, then I can as well just click on this template and just go to sell side liquidity. Can you see what I have here? Can you see what I have here? So I can as well click on that, then it's going to bring it out. So I don't really need to start using every other thing. Now, at the same time, now you can as well look for the one of liquidity. Let's say, for example, I want to mark just like how I always mark my own liquidity. Now look at it here. I can just draw a line here, then change the color to red. Let's say I'm changing the color to red. As you can see, then I can also as well just click on that particular settings stuff. Then I can put $sign. Right, can you see $sign? Then I can just put it here at the top as my liquidity zone. Can you see what I just did? Right, can you see what I did? Now this $sign was actually clicked on my keyboard, so you can decide to really use it like that. Can you see what I've just done? Right, so you can use any color, you can use any name that of your choice, any name that you really want. Then let's go back to the settings again. Then I can just click on save as. Right, save as. I can like liquidity. Can you see that? Now I'm going to save it as liquidity. Can you see this? So as well, let's say I just delete this. I just delete it, and I just bring this line here again, mark it. Now you can see the $sign is not here. So I can as well just click on this drop down, right, and look for liquidity. Now where's the L? The liquidity here. Now you can see that it's going to bring out that same setting. So this is actually the same thing you can repeat for everything. For example, this particular box here, this is really what I use most of the time also, just to mark out my rejection zone. So let's say we have something like this here. That is when you've actually customized your box. Now, how do you customize this box? Right, how do you customize this box? Is actually simply by you can click on this particular one here and this particular one, right, just for you to really do that. Now the color I chose black, then the opacity, right, I actually put it to 18%. Assuming I put it at 100%, you can see how dark it is. Now because that's actually my own taste, I actually simply put it at 18%, or let's put it at 20% just for this particular tutorial, 42%. Can you see that this is really what I clicked in for me to really do that? Right, then for this one is just for the border, right, for the border, right, this at the edge of this particular tool. So you don't really need to set that, and you can also set it anyway if you really want that. Then I can as well now go to settings. Then what name did I want this to be called? So I can say this is my bearish. I'm going to put it in capital letter, bearish, right, bearish, my spelling is not correct, bearish order block. Can you see that bearish order block? Then I can change the font also, maybe to 14, then bolding it, then also put it in italics, whatever thing I really want it to be. Now we have another information here. Can you see it has been written in there? Another information, is it inside or top? Right? Can you see where it is? Right? Bottom, right? Then we have inside. Can you see that? Maybe center, left. Can you see how we are moving this particular stuff here? Right? Can you see this here? So whatever thing we really want it to be, that is what you have to use to be. Then we have the style. Whatever thing is, do you want it to extend to the right? Can you see that? Or you want it to extend to the left? So based on whatever thing you want, or do you want background? If I don't want background, the background sentence was what I said. I actually put the opacity at 100%. If you don't really want that, then you can just remove it, but this is really what I want, right? So you click on what now? You click on save, then we can say this is bearish order block. Let's say B order block, BOB. Can you see that? So I'm going to save that. So anytime I just want to mark a chart, let's say I just want to mark a chart like this, right? I can just click on the template, right? And just click on BOB, right? Bearish order block. Now look at this, based on the settings I've actually had. Now I can change this to, I call this bias rejection zone. These are the names I've actually given to it. Then I have another one here. All right, no, this is actually to extend it. Then I have another one, buy rejection zone. Can you see this? So I have different names that I've actually titled it to be, and it depends on what I really want it to be. So this is really how you can name your order block, and anytime you don't want to use it, just paste it there. You don't really need to be writing all those information. You've already saved it as your template. Then we have another one, right? Let's say I just want to have a definite zone, right? Which is, let's say I want to have something like my permanent stop loss is going to be 17 pips. Then my permanent take profit is going to be 1 to 5 risk reward ratio, as you can actually see it here, 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. So in this case, if I want to just place my risk reward ratio to 1 to 5, and my stop loss maximum is going to be 17 pips and things like that, so I can as well just save this, right? Go to settings again, or maybe not like that, just go to settings. Now just like what I said, you can just right click, right, and just click on save as. Then you are going to save it, or you can just right click and just go to settings. So when you get to set no, not that settings, you can just go to template, right? Template, then you can click on save as. So I can say that this is 1 to 1 ratio, 5 risk reward ratio, or 5 RR settings. So this is really what I want, 5 RR. Now, so next time, let's say I just actually come to the market, then I bring in my short position to, then I just put it here. You can see how wide the stop loss is and this particular stuff there. I can just give it a very sharp way and a smart way to doing that. I'll just drop down to this, then just click on this 5 RR. You can see, just give me my 5 RR here. Can you see what I'm really talking about? So this is really how you can improvise things. Now, I'm not going to show you everything that you can really do. Now I've already showed you the pathway. Then you can just follow the same process to really name your tool and just have an easy access to whatever thing that you really want to do. Now the same thing applies to this. Let's say we have this line. I use this line as my target. You can actually see that we have it as a flip zone, as a target, or as a trap. So you can as well name it. What are you going to do? Go to settings, right? So the first one is style. Maybe you can going to change all these text that is here, or you go to text, then you write whatever thing you really want it to be right here. Then you also set this text alignment, right? And you change the font style, the font number, then also any style you really want it to be. Then go to template, you click on save as, then, and that is it. So I hope this tutorial really help you. So different things that you can do, just solve through whatever thing you have here, whatever platform, whatever tool that TradingView has actually made available for you that you really want to customize for yourself, then you can really do that. I hope this is really cool. And for some other people that are looking for a section break, now you can just click on this, right? Look at my right hand side, the bottom side of the right hand side. Look at my cursor. I can just click on this. Then you have different options there. I can invert this, as you can see. It was a sell trade. Now it's not a buy trade. I will go back there, invert scale again, right? It has gone back to the normal stuff. Then I can also click on section break. So it's going to give me all of the sections that we have. So between this line and this line is just a day. Between this line and this line is just a day, without you using much of indicators on your chart. I hope this actually help you, and I hope this is really going to save much of your time just for you to customize things, right? If that is the case, please kindly like this video, and if you are a new viewer, please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, because trust me, you are going to get much more educational uh, content based on the financial market on this particular channel, right? Thank you for watching. Follow us on Instagram and also join our Telegram channel if you really want to have content and how you can actually be a professional trader. All right, we have a lot of videos that has actually been made available for you in here. Thank you. I will talk to you in the next session.